Today we're at Croydon Racing Development, reviewing or doing a feature on this hectic R35. And who are we here with today?
Here with Yianni, owner of King R35.
So you've had the car for a while. Can you tell us like the reason why you got one? Like the backstory behind the car.
Yeah, so was my dream car since I pretty much saw it, and then had it for close to 10 years now.
Oh wow.
Yeah, had it for a while. Got it when I was 22, picked it up. I was like, you know, I thought it was quick at the time, and then quickly decided that I wanted to tune it. So pretty much went through every single phase you could go through it.
Yeah.
We took it straight to Croydon 4 days after I got the car. Got it tuned. I think it made like 370 kilowatts or 360 kilowatts just to tune. We got it to 450 on E85. It ran a 10.2. It was the quickest radial, you know, 35 around then.
That would have been like what, 2014, 2013, right? Because that wouldn't be that.
No, it was, I think it was 2015, 2016 maybe.
Okay.
Yeah. Somewhere around there.
Yeah.
So then gradually I just, after that, changed the turbos, put bigger turbos in. We tried to run the 9 on the stock turbos on the radials.
Yeah.
But I kept having some ETS failures. So then we changed the turbos, made it another 100 kilowatts. The car actually felt slower, but
yeah.
it wasn't. It ran at 9 off the bat, and then even went to Croydon and ran a 980.
And that was with the stock motor still, right?
Stock motor, yeah, that was stock motor.
Stock box too with the upgraded clutches?
It was upgraded clutches.
Yep.
Other than the clutches and a few little other things with the ETS. Yeah, it was,
so it was a full bolt-on package, pretty much.
Yeah, it was a full bolt-on package. Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
And
Had an intercooler as well, but yeah.
Pretty much from there, you got escalated and carried away to probably one of the baddest, if not the baddest, R35 in Australia, pretty much.
Yeah. So I blew the diff. I used to drive this car really, really hard, and it was like for 2 years. It was a daily. 3 years actually. I dailied it, and even on E85 I was dailying it, and I blew the diff after CUDA, after it ran the 9, maybe, you know, 5 or so months after that. Obviously the motor had to come out then, and was looking at setups. Obviously, it was always my goal to build a 35. I didn't think it'd end up like what it has, but yeah, it was always my goal to build a 35. And yeah, the motor had to come out, obviously, to, you know, fix the diff. And I was like, you know what, that's it. I'm not turning back now. I bought the billet block off the bat from AMS, and the AMS manifold. And yeah, that was it. From there on, you're just, you know, you're in.
Full force.
Full force, yeah. Then we got the 22X kit. Yeah, it was just, it was a timely process, but obviously we got there in the end. Yeah,
and then I'd probably say that was like a good two-ish year build, because more so.
It was a bit longer than that. It was about 3 and a bit years, but partly down to myself also. Just opening up a business and getting married, having a kid, and putting a few other things first. Wasn't really pushing that hard on till I was ready. Then I was pushing very hard. Then
Yeah, exactly.
it got done pretty quickly.
Because the car only debuted probably like, what, 8 months ago?
October. October we went to Adelaide. That was its debut.
Yeah.
We broke a shaft, and then we flew another shaft in, and put a number down on low power.
And that was like an 8.
Was that? It was an 8.3. It was an 8.3.
8.3, yeah.
173 mile, I think.
Yeah, which is flying for like a
I mean, kind of compared to where it's at now, it felt very, very, very tame.
Yeah, for sure, 100%. Because your current PB is 763, 768.
Yeah, 767, 187 mile. Yeah.
And that makes you the fastest and quickest R35 in Australia, correct?
Correct, yep. Fastest and quickest street registered R35 in Australia.
Yeah, because the other one is the other Croydon car.
Yeah, the other one is 7.3, I think he ran, Stuart's car.
195, right?
Yeah, 199, ran 7.3 at 199.
Yeah, very fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's like like a step up.
Yeah, that's our outright quickest. That's was originally an AMS car. So yeah, I think with kind of this car, everything's been done in-house.
Yeah, sure.
Obviously we've got a lot of parts from overseas, quite a bit of parts from T1, quite a lot of parts from AMS as well.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, they're pretty much the king of VR38s and R35s in general.
Yeah. So I think Con, keeps a good relationship with a lot of them. Speaks to Tony.
The car just got completed off the dyno probably about 2 hours ago, give or take.
Yeah.
It's the day before roll racing tomorrow. It's almost close to midnight, so
yeah.
Car just got off the dyno. How much did it make?
Yeah, it made 1650 at 43 pounds.
And that's not completely maxed out either, right?
Not at all, yeah. So we actually changed the turbos. I always wanted to put the next gens on. It was just that we had already started racing and tuning and whatever. So yeah, we just put 72, 75 next gen turbos on. Yeah. And the results were really good. Yeah. On the,
you notice a significant pickup, right?
Yeah.
It's more of a roll racing setup than drag racing setup now.
Oh, I'd say it's a very similar setup. Really all we changed was the tyres, and I actually changed the dumps as well. We went to 4-inch and just changed that. But honestly, I could put the slicks back on and go straight out to the drags if I really wanted to. But I wanted to head more towards roll racing now, and just enjoy the car a bit more. Yeah,
because roll racing is a good environment. It's getting more competitive too, so there's new cars coming out. At this point, every week, every 2 weeks, every month, always new cars coming out. So it's now time to give that a crack. And it's more of a competitive environment too.
Oh, it's awesome, yeah. I mean, realistically, the record that we took for the Australian street record, when I was building the car, didn't think that would be anywhere, like, kind of in reach.
Yeah.
I built the car more to go roll racing, and it just
got carried away.
It just escalated and got carried away, and I'm glad that we took it, and
To kind of talk more on that topic, do you plan to go back out and get a better 8A eventually?
Yeah, I mean, to say I'm done is like, you know, you can never say you're done. And
Yeah.
I think, yeah, for the moment, I'm content with where it's at. And I achieved, realistically, I wanted to run a 7, so I obviously ran a 7, ran a 760.
Yeah. So more or less tomorrow is more a test and tune for the car.
Yeah.
You're not going there to compete, but if the car does well, you guys kind of will turn it up and try run the full 1650.
Yeah, I mean, if it's working, I'll run more than that. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I mean. You know, with roll racing, it's all at the start. You can have 2200 horsepower. Doesn't matter if you can't get it down. So I think it's just seeing what works for the car at the start, and then we'll feed the power in. I mean, yeah, it's got enough power. I'm sure the power will outdo the traction eventually. So.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, I guess yeah, honestly, we've never taken the car there to see what it needs to do. But like everything with us, I guess it's only a matter of time before it's quick.
Yeah, so just ramping the car up throughout the night, see how the car reacts.
Yeah.
You know, check over the logs, you know, more, like I said, it's more testing for the car, see how it does, have a bit of fun also, because it'll be a very, very big night.
Yeah, it's just going to be fun not to be in a suit and, you know,
yeah, 100%.
Just to maybe do some passenger rides as well and
yeah,
get some mates in the car and, yeah.
You know, race a few mates, have a bit of banter.
Yeah, that's it, yeah, so.
And there'll obviously be other cars from Croydon too, so it'll be a good night overall.
Yeah, yeah. No, I've obviously been looking forward to it for quite a bit now. It got delayed the last one, so.
Yeah, so it kind of works out well.
Yeah, it does.
The car was it was on the drag setup at the moment.
Well, we probably wouldn't have changed the turbos if we didn't have the brake. Well, definitely wouldn't have changed the turbos. Probably would have gone with what we had.
Yeah.
But it obviously gave us that opportunity to just put the next gens on and.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
So with the setup and actual motor, like combo and all of that, what combo does the motor run?
So it's a AMS billet block, and it's a displacement is 4.3 litres.
And the 4.1 is very common. You don't really see too many 4.3s in Australia, right?
No, there are probably a couple of 4.3s. I think to run the there's a lot of 3.8s. And 4.1s. We went 4.3 with a dry sump. Obviously it's the bigger of the packages. It's just
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And how does the dry sump like affect straight driving duties? Would you say?
Well, doesn't affect it at all, really.
Same for the billet blocks. So it's even though it's like a drag motor of some sort, it's still a very, very straightable car, right?
Yeah, honestly, it doesn't affect anything. I don't know if you need the dry sump. You know, something cool when we knew we were going to, go. I think having the dry sump's just safer.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, it doesn't affect any type of street driving. Doesn't affect it at all. If anything, really, with the street driving, it just comes down to the turbo size, really.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And what are the parts on the car, like, the carbon manifold, fuel rail?
Yeah.
Is this more, can you buy this stuff off the shelf in Australia, or
no,
is it more American?
Everything is American. Yeah, it's I mean that's a AMS carbon manifold. That's American. It's even got a Magnus billet cover for the motor, which is you can't really see, but it's a pretty expensive little bit. Yeah, I mean all the fab stuff was done in house here.
Yep.
Yeah, most of the parts that you see are from America.
So that's probably like one of the downfalls of building a R35 at this type of level, you'd say?
Definitely, and you know, depending on the dollar as well,
Yeah.
can really affect the cost of the build. A lot of all the gearbox maintenance now is done in house as well.
Yep.
I think my next thing is probably just to upgrade the whole gear set to the Dodson gear set.
Is your current gear set something you can also buy in Australia, or same thing from America?
Well, CRD are now Dodson dealers, so getting a gear set here is.
Oh, so it's not as difficult as it was.
They've got quite a bit of things in stock, so yeah.
Oh, perfect.
They're turning over a few gearboxes now, so yeah, it was a bit of a problem before, time-wise, if something happened to the box, but now it's like nothing. It's just in and out here straight away. So.
And so you'll be going to the Dodson gear set very soon, or more over time, you'd say?
Yeah, look, as quick as I can, I guess. Yeah. It's, you know, definitely, probably before going drag racing again, I'll put the Dodson gear set in.
So it also runs a fair few carbon bits on the car.
Yeah.
Does that really make a big difference in weight, you'd say?
I definitely don't think it makes any difference in weight, but definitely looks nice.
Yeah.
I think maybe some of the parts might be a tad lighter, but yeah, I definitely don't think you know, unless you're, you know, kind of gutting out the doors completely, you're gonna save much weight. I think what does save weight is, you know, the subframes front and back that are in the car, the carbon brakes, rolling mass. You know,
it is still a full straight trim interior, right?
Yeah,
it's carbon in the interior besides the actual seats, but you need the seats for drag racing.
Yeah, well, the seats do save a lot of weight as well.
And after a certain ET, you also need the seats too, correct?
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah. Well, they need to be fixed into the car.
Yeah, the bucket seats.
Yeah. So yeah, the seats are a big saving of weight if you want to save weight in a 35.
Yeah.
There's not too much you can do, and yeah, definitely the carbon is more there for the look more than the weight. I did think that it was going to save more weight than it actually did, but when you weighed it up,
so it still weighs like what, 1700 with a driver?
No, it weighs 1690 something without me in it.
It's a Motec M150?
And it runs a Motec M150, yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah. It's pretty much, I mean, some people do run Civex, but most people are running Motec with these cars, and obviously
and it's a C1.
Con's very familiar with the Motec, so.
Yeah, because it's mostly in Motec at Croydon, right?
Yeah.
And it runs a C1212?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. You've got like the custom designs and all of that on the dash too?
Yeah, we've got all that from T1.
So what's been done to the running gear of the car so it can handle the power it's making?
Yep.
And, you know, do multiple back-to-back passes and all of that top stuff?
Yeah, so I think drivetrain wise, we've pretty much upgraded everything. All the axles, front and back, wave track diff.
Yeah.
You know, all the billet casings that it comes with.
And also, same thing with all of these running gear parts. Same thing, you have to get it from America, or at least when you built the car.
Yeah. So, well, maybe the diff, or I'm not sure where the wave track diff's from, but the axles are from America. I think, it's still basically from overseas. There's not much from Australia that we have for this car.
Yeah, so pretty much everything billet so can kind of, you just have that peace of mind, reassurance, you know, nothing, well, you'd like nothing to break, but you know, when you're at drags, you know, you'll break a CV here and there.
Yeah, it's also, yeah, basically when you're at the drags, you want to try and keep the car consistent as well, and safety as well with the shafts.
Yeah.
Seen a few shafts go and doesn't look that fun.
And then also with the car, what tyre and combo are you running at the moment for the roll racing?
It's running Mickey's front and back. 15s at the back and 18s at the front.
And what wheel are you running?
So the AMS wheels, again from America. Yeah, as soon as I saw these wheels, I was like, you know, really like them. Had to get them.
Yeah.
So yeah, we got those on.
They're not that common here, are they?
There's a few cars that have them. Yeah, there's maybe, you know, 2 or 3 cars I can think of that.
Oh, nice.
Have these wheels. Yeah.
Yeah, because personally, me, I don't think I've ever seen, you know, this wheel combo.
Maybe not. Yeah, maybe not in 15s. Yeah. The question. I don't think anyone's running them in a 15 size here.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
And then also you got like a very nice wrap on it.
Yeah. So Cultura did the wrap. They wrapped the whole car pretty much. I know you know, but even on the 780, first 7 that I did was a 780.
Yeah.
The bonnet flew up, smashed the roof.
Yeah.
Shout out to Brian, because he turned over the car. He fixed the car up. You know, I think within a week, the roof had some damage as well.
Yeah. That turnaround's not very common.
It's definitely not very common at all, especially in, you know, the car industry.
Yeah, but, especially, you know, 2 weeks out from GTR Festival, was it?
Yeah. It was. I think it was 2 or 3 weeks out from GTR Festival. So it had to go from Brian, then back to Cultura to get rewrapped. And we put the standard bonnet on because we couldn't get a carbon one in time. Obviously they've done an amazing job. And they're also, you know, for the car industry, they turn around cars pretty quickly.
And then also with your future goals and ambitions with the car, you know, is there anyone you maybe want to beat at roll racing, or is an ET you want to chase in mind? Like, what's the future for the 35?
Obviously, I don't really go to anything hoping to lose. It's just
competitive nature.
Yeah, it's not in me. So yeah, I think definitely, you know, there's always someone quicker, especially if you go to America drag racing. You know, this is you know, not that quick over there. But I guess for roll racing is kind of more what I built the car for. And basically we want to set up the car so, you know, I think roll racing's super competitive now, especially in New South Wales.
Yeah.
But you know, you make the top 10, and then not any one of those top 10 or 8 cars can win. Want to make sure that it's one of those.
And especially tomorrow, there'll be at least 20 cars that can win at any point in time.
Probably more, but yeah. Like I said, I wouldn't build a car with the intention of losing. I don't like losing.
Yeah.
But you know, we're all going to lose at some point. But you know.
And will we see this for street duties also?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, yeah, that's kind of now
for a cruise or two.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. So now just really want to enjoy the car a lot more than have been like the previous
Take it
6
to work.
or 7 months.